you look smart, but you can't make money. Right? And if you are very good, you can make some profit, you can reduce the waste. But to really be market leader, you have to do both. Learn how to excel and how to innovate. So it comes right in quality domain. We know how to excel, but we have to learn how to use it. And excellence means being perfect. No more than I can do perfect job. We have to find a way. And perfect means really on target. So the challenge becomes, how do we define target? Something to take back from the session, that we should look at what are the targets. So really position should be, how do we help our companies get the market leadership? Drive both excellence and innovation. And review the 4P model of process excellence. The first users were University of Military Intelligence. They used it to train soldiers. And they published articles. They said they train the soldiers only the preparation part. And they save about 2,500 hours in the process of savings. So here's what we say. Somebody said in American culture, like Nike's slogan. What is Nike's slogan? Just do it. And just do it is not good enough. So one of the people that I used to work with, she said, Praveen, you know America's culture is shoot and aim. So this is what we do. In our manufacturing, we build the product to specs, to limits. And we build the product to specs, it looks something like this. And we have to test the hell out of it. Just keep testing and retesting. Make sure those guys don't go out of the door. And they do. They do. But imagine now, if you build a product to target, distribution looks like this. Does it need testing? So we have to learn to produce the parts and products away from the specs, not towards the specs. Focus on target, away from the specs. The challenge is we don't define those targets, because to define targets, it requires intelligence, it requires confidence, it requires expertise and trust. The specs I can do from my pocket. Hey, plus minus 10%, go plus minus 10%. That should work. Should work. So we build a product that should work, not guaranteed to work. And so what we found, if you do it well, so replace just do it by do it well. And when you do it well, it costs you 30% less. Right away, 30% savings when you eliminate testing. So what we found, there are two components of cost of quality failures, right? Appraisal and failures. You can reduce the appraisal cost by defining target. You can reduce the failure cost by doing better preparation. That's what the 4P model helps a lot directly. Now, once you understand, here's my innovation framework. So my question was, how do you develop science of innovation? There was a book at the time called Art of Innovation. I said, well, I want to develop science. I'm an engineer. I'm a technical guy. And so I can teach some people. So I said, well, I'm not qualified. I was a smart guy in my school. Let me study from other people. So I benchmarked 5 great innovators. Einstein, Edison, Newton, Galileo, and Ford, and see what they did. Different age, different types of innovations. And then I asked the question, what we don't know about innovation? I have the questions, and I try to find the answers for those. So as a result, what we have developed, various aspects of innovation. For example, the fundamental strategy companies should focus on profitable growth. Then we say, well, theory of innovation. Then what is innovation? The challenge is there's so many innovation methodologies out there. So many consultants, so many companies, so many books, so many experts. Which one is right? And companies get confused, people get confused, and they start avoiding. Well, forget it, everybody's in innovation. What is right? You can't avoid it. And then companies do surveys and they find that CEOs believe the money you invest in innovation doesn't give you good return. And they stop investing in innovation. They go back to old things and know the best. So the challenge is, how do you make it work? So we have the framework, what's innovation function of. Then the question is, how much to innovate? Right? How much to innovate? So we answer that question by rule of 2. The rules of creativity. How many of you think you are creative? Raise your hands. Hi. If you think you are creative. I don't see many hands up there. I can teach creativity in 5 minutes. That's how simple it should be. We don't have to spend 5 days to learn creativity. You already know it, you just haven't known the rules yet. Okay? And then, how many of you are genius? Anybody genius here? I can teach you can be genius every day. It's so easy. That's the whole purpose. If you learn systematically, it's not complex. And that's how I developed the whole process. It can be taught to everybody. And I've experimented from 10-year-old to 70-year-olds. There is no difference in the brain of the people from 10 to 70. Right? So we have to figure that out. And then innovative thinking process. How do you think? So Bob Galvin, who recently passed away, I was very blessed to have him write chapters in my books. He said, Praveen, when I was in school, my professor said, think of some creative ideas. How do you think of creative ideas? Does anybody know here how to think of creative ideas? Because nobody ever taught. We think of creative ideas, but we don't know how. Is that true? So we want to learn and show you how you can think of creative ideas all the time. Not just when it happens 2 o'clock in the morning. It should be all the time. And then methodology, T-Rock methodology. You know, if you look at innovation, we have so many innovations, but we have losing innovation. We don't make money from our innovation.